What we're going to do now is to get input from the user using the graphical user interface, and we are going to call this class GUI input. Then we're going to create the main method. Alright, so I'm going to save this class as GUI input.java. Now GUI stands for graphical user interface, but it's not mandatory you must call your class GUI input whenever you are doing graphical user interface input. However, like I said, I'm going to do something very cool for you today, which is to display a graphical user interface dialog box and get input from the user from the dialog box. So assuming we want to do what we did in the previous tutorial by telling the user to enter his or her name and then getting the user's age, so we want to do something similar to that. We can do that by using the JOptionPane. So we can say string name equals JOptionPane dot show input dialog. Now JOptionPane is a class in the javax.swing package. So let's hop over to the API documentation, and then there is a package called javax.swing. There it is, javax.swing, and the javax.swing class has a class called JOptionPane. Now you can see here public class JOptionPane. JOptionPane makes it easy to pop up a standard dialog box that prompts users for a value or informs them of something. For information about using JOptionPane, see how to make dialogs, a section in the Java tutorial. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to scroll down to where the JOptionPane methods are. You can go through this and check out some examples of how to use JOptionPane. I'm going to look for the show input dialog method. Show input dialog. So here it is, show input dialog. So you can pass in an object as a message of the dialog. So what it does is that it shows a question message dialog requesting input from the user, and it returns a string, and it's a static method. So all we need to do is to say show input dialog and then pass in a message. So the message can be passed in as a string. So like we did in the previous tutorial, we can say please enter your name, and that will serve as a prompt to the user to enter the name. Alright, so in the case of getting input for an int age, and you can see that JOptionPane, the show input dialog method of JOptionPane returns a string. So that means that we have to convert a string to an int by declaring a string. Let's call this string strh to be equal to JOptionPane dot show input dialog, and then we give a prompt and say please enter your age. Now this time around we have to convert that string to an int, so we can say integer dot parse int, then we pass in the strh to be converted. Now another way of showing an output to the user besides using the command prompt like system.out.println, we can use the same JOptionPane to show a message using the show message dialog. So apart from the show input dialog, we have a show message dialog. Here it is. So here's the show message dialog. It will take as its argument a parent component and a message. So it brings up an information message dialog titled message. So this particular method is a void, so it's not going to return anything, and it's static. So I'll simply just copy the method signature, and I go over to Notepad++ and we'll say JOptionPane dot show message dialog. Now for the parent component, I'm going to pass in null because we are not having any parent component for now. Then for the message, I will do like we did before. I will concatenate the variable name and say you are age years old. Okay, so let's go ahead and compile this program. So here comes the command prompt, and we'll do javac. What was the name of the class? GUI underscore input. So GUI underscore input.java. Oh, not again. Okay, I have a semicolon that is expected at line 8. So okay, so let's compile it once again. And okay, so you can see cannot find symbol, something that we've experienced before. The JOptionPane has to be imported. So JOptionPane is a class in the javax.swing package, so that means we have to import javax.swing.JOptionPane. So I'm gonna copy that, go back to Notepad++, and right before the class definition, I'm gonna type import javax.swing.JOptionPane. Okay, so let's compile once again. Hopefully I'm not gonna have any error this time. Good, so no news is good news. So this time around, let's run the program and brace yourselves. You're gonna see very nice cool stuff about Java. So that's what I'm talking about. Please enter your name. This is JOptionPane. So it's a kind of window dialog box that comes out, has an input with some nice cool buttons for you to use. So I'm gonna simply enter my name, click on OK, enter your age. So let's say enter 12. I click on OK, it says Jefferson, you're 12 years old. Alright, so that's how to use JOptionPane, which is a very nice cool feature. So don't forget to subscribe and check out our website. I hope you found this informative, and thanks for viewing.